Hey everyone, I'm Julie Cefalu, and today's tip is all about how to use up those batting scraps that you have laying around. So I like to be able to piece batting scraps together to make a bigger whole piece. And one way of doing that is to use this product. It's called Heat Press, and it's a way of basically fusing your edges together of your batting scraps. So it comes on a roll, and I've got just a little piece right here, and it's fusible on one side, and basically you're going to put it along the two edges of your batting. So here's my batting, and I'm going to lay this over the two edges, and then you're going to press that in place, and you're going to make sure to read the instructions, because depending on the type of batting that you're using, you may have to adjust your heat setting. So it's okay to use on a wool, cotton, polyester combination. Just make sure that the heat's correct on your iron. If you don't have this stuff, the other way that you can join your batting scraps together is to use your sewing machine. But first, it's really important to get a straight edge to work on, and let me show you how I do that. I like to overlap both of the edges of the batting about 1/2 of an inch, and then I'm going to cut through both of those layers. So here I have them overlapped just a little bit, and I'm going to take my ruler and make sure it's placed just so it's going in between that overlap, and we're going to make a cut. And now we can get rid of this and get rid of this. And now both of these edges are the exact same straight edge. It's going to make it a lot easier to join them together. And once you've got that step done, then you can sew these together on your sewing machine. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. On my sewing machine, I have a stitch called, well, I call it the multi-step zigzag stitch. It's number 27 on the Bernina 440. Basically, it's a zigzag that takes 3 stitches to the left and 3 stitches to the right. If you don't have that particular stitch, you could use just a basic zigzag stitch. What I like about this zigzag, though, is that it keeps everything nice and flat, and prevents maybe some tunneling that might happen. So I have that stitch selected on my machine. All right, so I have my machine set with the multi-step zigzag. It's number 27. I've got an open toe foot on my machine so I can see exactly where my stitches are falling, and as I'm stitching, I'm just pushing the two edges of the batting together. So it looks something like this. It's 3 stitches to the left and 3 stitches to the right. And it's a really, it's a pretty good strong hold. So your batting is going to stay together even after you wash it. So let's get to the end here so I can show you what it looks like. I'm using purple thread so you can really see the stitches. Normally I would choose, something that matches. And even though my scraps aren't exactly the right size, I'll trim them up later. But basically, this is what your piece of batting will look like when you're done. So you can get all kinds of different sizes of batting scraps and sew them together and really make use of those extra pieces. Thanks a lot for joining me today.